teaching is to wake you brothers and sisters up to who you are in the Bible. You are known in the Bible as the Israelites that the Bible talks about. When you open up the Bible and you read in the Bible, you're reading about your forefathers and foremothers. You're not reading about other people. You're reading about yourself. You're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. The greatest book that was ever put on this planet. And whose history doesn't record? You blacks and Hispanics. But you have not been taught that. So we're out here to dispense this information to you. That's what our job is. We're not out here for a joke. We're not out here to sing and dance and entertain you. We're here to give you God's word. Because our people have been taught lies on the Bible.
I can tell they jealous, ain't nothing they can tell us. They say I'm overzealous, hell no, you just rebellious. Put these heathens up in fetters, remember how they did us. Oh no, I can't forget it, we gon' make their ass regret it. I've been holding on to wisdom, ever since I met her. We got it, endeavor, I want this forever. Lord, forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Gotta gather up together, these commandments make us better. Bread of adversity, water of affliction. Look at our conditions, had to get it out the trenches. But them teachers on the streets, we gotta build our people's spirit up. Sin, I had to give it up. Feel like I done did too much, so I go harder for the Lord. I can never do enough, so I just keep doing more. What the hell you waiting for? You know the rules, what you say you gotta prove. When we're blameless, we can't lose. Life or death, you gotta choose now.
What y'all learn?
Who we are as being Israelites. And also learned about the Bible they do in hand, and then also when you get left from with the board.
Yeah. Alright. So what now do you gotta start doing?
Follow the commandments.
Keeping the commandments, y'all praise. What's some commandments that you know according to the Bible?
According to the Bible, thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Keep the Sabbath.
Alright.
Don't steal. Don't covet your neighbor's belongings.
So,
And did I say murder?
Yeah. You said all that.
Okay.
Alright, so look. We got to understand that these are the laws according to God. Without these laws, you will not get into the kingdom of heaven. What we see today is not how we're supposed to be living. Give me Romans 7 and 14. What we see today is not how we're supposed to be living. We are in this condition based on the way that we act, the way that we treat each other. This is it's a cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? Until we actually change ourselves, nothing in our community is gonna change.
Right.
How you doing, sister? You got a flyer? You heard what we're talking about? Alright, take a listen to what we're talking about. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
So he said that the laws of God are spiritual. So, to understand God, give me Psalms 111. So, he said the laws of God are spiritual. So, once we start keeping these laws, you're going to see the spirit of the earth change for us to be on top now.
That's right.
The reason that we on the bottom because you left the spirit of the Most High. You left the laws of God. So guess what? Now you are statistic. Now you are statistic. Now when you go and look on the news, you see the statistics about people, and now we fit them. Why? Because we are no longer spiritual. Now we are statistics based on what they want us to be. Give me that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So when you start fearing God, that's when wisdom is going to start coming into you. That's when you're going to start understanding that the things around you are not normal.
Right.
But he said, read it again.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So when you start fearing the Lord, you got to start doing something. When you fear something, you fear your parents. Why? Because you knew everything that you do is going to have a reaction to it. And that's when you start getting understanding. As a kid, we didn't get understanding until we feared our parents and did what they said. And we seen the actions to the consequences to our actions. That's what brings understanding. Read.
A good understanding of all they that do his commandments.
So when you start doing these commandments, that's when you're going to start understanding God. Because right now we don't understand God. We understand the Christian church, which is white supremacy, which is the government today that's keeping us down. Read it again.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and a good understanding of all they that do his commandments.
So a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. So the commandments of God is what's going to give us understanding to move forward.
Yeah.
So give me a law. Give me give me that. Give me Leviticus 11. All praise. For the Spirit. So we finna touch on a law that our people break every day. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
So, what is a swine? Y'all know what the swine is? It's pig, it's pork. You notice that in our neighborhoods, it's a abundance of pig. You know, that's one of the cheapest things you can buy in the store.
Oh, that's what I do.
Exactly. But guess what? Now we're starting to teach you the spirit of the Most High.
I'll break it. That's a fact.
Read it again.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So the pig is unclean to us. We wonder why all our people got high blood pressure, why we got gout, why we got all these diseases and we number one in them.
Yep.
Why? Because the Bible said we're not supposed to eat pig.
Right.
But yet it's pushed in our neighborhood.
Right.
And our people defend it like it's doing something good for them.
Amen.
Right.
But this is the spirit of God that we're talking about. What is the pig designed on this earth to do? Do y'all know? Do y'all know what the pig was made for?
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Like garbage can.
Exactly. The pig is the garbage can of the earth.
Yep.
It is the garbage disposal of the earth.
Right.
This earth was made to keep itself sufficient.
Yeah.
Without humans, the earth will keep going. Why? Because of God's creation. He said he made the pig to clean up everything on the ground.
Yeah.
So guess what? We wouldn't have to have a garbage can. All we needed was a pig in our household.
Yeah.
And he was going to clean up everything.
You throw out there in the yard. Yeah.
Exactly. But guess what? Now we eat it like it's a delicacy. Now we eat it so everything is on the ground and all in the communities and all over the earth, we put into our bodies now. And we defend it. And we wonder why we defile. We wonder why disease is so high.
Right.
We wonder why people are going crazy. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna show you how the laws of God apply to us today. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, he said if you don't do the commandments of God, what's going to happen? Curses was going to come upon you. So, we just read in the book that it's a commandment not to eat pork. So, give me verse 28.
Verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
He said he was going to smite us with madness. So, if you eat pork, you know that pork has a lot of tapeworms in it.
Yeah.
It's a filthy animal. And guess what? If you continue to eat pork day in and day out, those tapeworms will get into your body and start eating your brain. He said, what?
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
And now we are a mad people. Why? Because the laws of God are spiritual. The laws of God is going to teach you how to live the best and longest life possible. But yet we reject the laws of God. Give me verse 66. Is that what I want? Yeah. No. 64? No. 61. Give me that.
Verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
So he said every sickness and every plague, which is not written in the book of the Lord. That's why there's all these new diseases coming up now, cancers, all of that. And guess what? We number one in it all the time. Because the laws of God told us what we're supposed to eat, what we're not supposed to eat. Read.
Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in this book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
He said he gonna bring these upon you until you be destroyed. Why? Because you don't want to listen to the Lord. Give me Psalms 119. And what's that? 60? Made haste. Give me that. Because guess what? It's time for us to change. Because we've been out here teaching. And a lot of people, they walk past, they don't want to hear. But for the ones that do hear, it's time for y'all to change. Because guess what? You don't know your time on this earth. Right. You don't know how long you got. Right. And guess what? You're never too old to learn new things and change your life. Right. Moses was 80 years old when he decided to change his life for the Most High. So y'all ain't too old. It's willpower. Do you want to do it? Do you want to live a better life? Do you want to leave a legacy on this earth that means something?
Read the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
David said he made haste to keep the commandments. Was he understand the error of his ways? He started keeping the commandments. Give me 147 and 19. And this is important to our people. Why? Because this is only given unto you. This is not given unto all nations. The Bible is not written for every nation on the planet. It's written to the oppressed, our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and that's it. You have an advantage over every nation on this planet, and you let it slip through your fingers. Why? Because of worldly lust. Because of that next fix that you want. You want to wake up. You want to go get that bird. You want to go get that liquor. You want to smoke that weed. You want to do all these things that's destroying you and your community, and you letting the kingdom of heaven slip through your fingers. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showed this word unto Jacob.
So God said he showed his word unto Jacob. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Read.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He said he ain't dealt with no other nation the way that he deal with y'all. Give me Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. He ain't dealing with nobody the way that he deal with y'all. Why do you think we're the strongest on this planet? Why do you think we're the smartest on this planet? Why do you think we are so acceptable to adapt to different things without losing it and still being able to keep it together? Because we are the strongest on this planet. Can't nobody take that away from you but you, by the decisions that you make day in and day out. That's why we are here teaching change. Because our people are making a sacrifice to kill each other in the community. Read.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Sister, what did he just say? What did he just say, sister? Was you paying attention? Read it again. From verse 2.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
God said, you only have I known of every nation on this planet. Y'all wonder why y'all going through it? Because you only have God known of all the nations on this earth.
Read. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Therefore, he gonna punish you for all the things that you do. When your kids is outside playing and they doing bad with the other kids, who you gonna punish? You gonna punish your kids. That is what God is doing to you. He don't punish the white man for our iniquities. He don't punish the Chinese man for our iniquities. He punishes you because you got the commandments of God. Because you are supposed to be ruling this earth. They not supposed to be ruling. So guess what? When you fall, he gonna let them rule. But when you get your mind together and you start building your nation and you start leaving stuff, you start leaving a legacy, a good legacy, then you will be on top. Then you will understand the connection that you got with God. With that,
we used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.